almost 6 a.m. I got up at 5 and I'm the slowest person ever, and I'm just now getting ready to do my cardio. My little sister asked me to do a day in the life, so I think I'm gonna try to do that today. It will probably be like a day / 19 days in the life of me because it's gonna take me a while to get used to doing this. So yesterday I got a massive drop in macros and an increase in cardio. So I have an hour of cardio every single day. This is the most cardio I've ever been doing. I mean, I've ever had to do ever, but also in a contest prep. Usually contest preps are like super easy for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty spoiled. I think like the lowest I've ever had to be on carbs is like 170 grams of carbs. And this time around, that's kind of where we started. So I'm not eating very much and nothing's working. I'm not losing any weight. I look better. I'm recomping, but I'm not dropping weight, which is kind of frustrating. So we're gonna do an hour of cardio, and I then am going to a bridal shower for a friend, and I will maybe film some of that. She's a YouTuber. She was kind of like a client, but turned friend, and then she had moved to Houston and whatever. Anyways, I haven't seen her in forever. So I'm excited for that. I will probably do a little work today. It's Friday, by the way. So I kind of took off. I'm the boss, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm gonna like put up a I'm not in the office thing. And then I have a lift this afternoon. Just upper body and the grocery store, you know, pretty normal stuff. So I've gotten some cool feedback from people, and it sounds like the legal stuff is actually still kind of interesting. So I might try to weave in some of that today because I'm working on a couple projects. So I have a joint venture for a client, and then I also have some different trademark work that I'm doing for another established client. So I possibly can talk about some of that and just kind of let you guys in on what I do, and then if there's any sort of business tips that come from that, I will let you know. I apologize for looking this way. I'm gonna do that a lot. I'm gonna do, for cardio, I have a treadmill in my office that I won on Instagram a couple years ago. So we were just gonna walk for an hour at an incline, which it's really not that bad. After my back surgery, I just did this for weeks on end. I just walked for an hour, sometimes a little over an hour, because that's all I was allowed to do, and I got really used to it. So anyways, go ahead and do that now, and I will see you guys in the next clip. So since I'm doing a day in the life, it is 7:33, which is great because the shower starts at 11, and I am a girl, and it takes me like forever to get ready. So especially with this hair, I really would like to not have to wash it. I need to get in the shower here in about an hour and a half if I'm gonna do my hair before 9. 9 is the goal. So I'm going to answer some emails right now, and then I have the joint venture agreement that I mentioned. I'm gonna try to finish up the first draft of that and send it over to the client so that they can start looking at it and reviewing, and we can move on, you know, once they have their questions and things like that. So I'll just tell you, a joint venture is a really cool way for people or businesses to get together and then start a new venture, like a new business or whatever, what have you. And this can be between people, this can be between current LLCs, corporations, whatever. Joint ventures are not in most states. Of course, I'm only licensed in Florida, California, so disclaimer. Most states, you don't register anything with the state, you just start operating. Each state will have certain laws that sort of govern how a joint venture is treated by law. So for these clients, they are forming a joint venture, and we're just putting together the agreement, and the agreement is super important. Agreements are super important because it will set everything out from, you know, who is what into the joint venture, what the joint venture is called, where it's located, how much capital everyone's contributing, things like that. And it just, you know, that way. Oh, also we'll account for when things go south, if somebody dies, if somebody wants out, all of that stuff will be in the joint venture agreement. So it's all decided before you really start working. And this will be the lesson for today's video. If you are a business owner in any capacity, and you want to go into business with somebody, no matter who that person is, please, please, please have a written contract. I've seen so many things happen because people just didn't have anything written. They, you know, handshake business. And while that is great in theory, it is terrible in practice. Don't do that. So I'm gonna finish that up and send it off. We're gonna finish up this joint venture, and then I'm gonna get ready, probably make coffee, even though I've already had like 400 milligrams caffeine today. What's one more coffee? You know, it's like 80 milligrams. So anyways, that's that. I will see you guys later and hopefully look way more attractive than this, because I promise I can be cuter. Really fast, I thought I would show my coffee because it's the most labor intensive thing. And right now, like, I'm probably gonna have to get rid of it at some point because I make like a fake latte. I bought this sweet espresso machine recently. I upgraded. I had a $20 espresso machine from Target. It worked wonderful for 2 years. I use almond milk. I'm using some oat milk. And right now I ran out of the other creamer that I actually like, so I'm gonna use this oats and cream. I don't know. This is cool. There's only a 0.5 gram of fat and 1 carb per serving. This oat milk is like regular oat milk, so it's pretty, I mean, it's 5 fat, 16 carbs, but for a whole cup of it, I'm not using even close to that. And then almond milk is almond milk, you know, it's minimal. But since my carbs are so low right now, I will probably end up, as soon as this is out, that's it. I won't be using that, and I'll just stick to almond milk and the low calorie, you know, whatever, this kind of shit, or Califia Farms. I like that. Macros are pretty good. I weigh everything out, obviously, for the milk. I am gonna use a little bit of this sugar-free syrup, which probably when I'm about a month out, I will cut out all of the like fake sugars because I do have a lot of digestion problems and that doesn't help. And then this is the machine that I bought, this brand. It's pretty simple. It was $100, but I had a gift card to Best Buy, so it was only like $20 for me. But it's an upgrade from what I had, and they come with 1 shot or 2 shots. Usually I make 2 shots, but since I've had so much caffeine today and I'm going to a shower, which I assume I will be drinking coffee, I'm just gonna use this. You do the thing, it pours the espresso, you steam the milk. I like to froth it a little bit too because I'm extra, and then it's delicious. So I'll show you the final thing in a second. This is the best espresso on the market. They have a fancy one. I don't buy that one because this one's cheaper. They also have decaf, which I think I'm gonna start buying, but that one's also more expensive. So it seems like they're punishing you for trying to be healthier, but whatever. So yeah, this is what I buy. I have a, this is a fun spot. I have a coffee grinder, whatever, grinder, makes more sense. Coffee grinder, like the app. And I have utilized that in the past to make my own espresso, or I've bought, you know, where I buy the beans and grind them up, because obviously it took me forever to learn this, but espresso is just finely ground coffee. So I've done that, but I also run the risk, or when you do it on your own and you're not a pro, you run the risk of burning the beans, which is what Starbucks does. So I'm not trying to be like Starbucks. I'm trying to be better than that. So anyway, long story short, buy this. It's delicious. The pull better this time. See this? I mean, I don't know. Hello, friends. I am sort of ready. I'm a little shiny. So yeah, I got ready for my friend's shower. I am eating a quick meal, which is just a tortilla, fried egg, and some avocado. This is the first thing I'm eating today. It is now 10:15. I have to leave in about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna eat this, and then I have to answer some emails because I have potential clients who have questions. We'll say it like that, very nicely. So I'm gonna handle that really quickly, which, you know, pretty much all I do all day is answer emails, talk to people on the phone, and then try and find time to do the work that they're asking me to do. It's like this really fun thing when you're the only person that works in your business. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna go to the shower. Figured I would come on and give a little tip. So the email that I'm working on answering right now, and yes, sometimes it takes me like 15 minutes to answer emails. It's just the way it goes. This person has asked me like 19 questions, and one of their questions is regarding a term that they would like to trademark. So first tip here is if you are branding something, naming a business, naming a product, naming a service, whatever the case is, you can always check the USPTO records to see if that exact match exists. This is limited. Exact matches aren't the only thing you need to worry about, but we're not going to talk about that today. So how do you search? It's pretty simple. Let me show you. You're going to go to the USPTO website. Looks like this. You're going to click on trademarks and you go right here, search trademarks. It's going to take you to this TIS system is what we call it, or TES, I say TIS. And then you just want to do, you can learn how to do all of these search functions. The USPTO website actually teaches you, it's pretty great. But you're just gonna do the basic word search and then you type in the word that you wanna search for. So lights, so something pretty basic. I would never ask you to trademark, or I would never let you trademark that word. Anyways. And then it pulls up 160 records that contain the word electrolytes. And so you can sift through that and you can say, okay, is this similar to what I wanna do, blah, blah, blah. If you wanna click on the record, then you can go to this button right here, TSDR system, and it pulls up this page, which shows you basically the entire process of the trademark registration. So pretty cool. This guy didn't get any office actions, lucky him, and that is that. Tip number 2 when it comes to trademarking. So he's asking, the person in my email is asking about a particular phrase that he wants to trademark, but there were 2 records on the USPTO when he did that search. And one of the records was just a word mark. One of the records was the word plus design, both from the same applicant. The just word mark was denied for being merely descriptive. The USPTO does not register things that merely describe your product or your service. So let's think Shannon sandwiches. The USPTO is probably not going to register that because it's pretty descriptive if I'm offering sandwiches. If I was selling like t-shirts under Shannon sandwiches, geez, should have picked a different example. But anyways, t-shirts probably could maybe get away with it. So these other people, what they did was they decided to apply for the word that was pretty descriptive plus their logo, which helps you get around that because you're now asking to protect the whole thing, the design and all of it, not just the words. The problem with that is now you're only protecting the design and the words, not just the words. So that's your lesson. If you have questions about that, because it can be kind of confusing, happy to answer them, leave them below. You can always shoot me an email. That's also always going to be below. From the shower. It was beautiful and the food looked amazing and the cake looked amazing and there were cookies and all kinds of things that I couldn't have, but it was beautiful and it was so fun. And I haven't seen Yami in over a year because of COVID. So it was really great to see her and to see everybody and catch up. I just had such a good time. So it is about 2:30. I'm going to make food. I will maybe show you what I have. I eat the same thing every single day. So I might save that whole food thing for another video. All right, for my second meal of the day at 2:30 in the afternoon, hi Malls, I'm having center cut bacon, which I talked about this when I filmed this full day of eating, but 2 slices of this center cut bacon are 3.5 fats. There are other brands that are like 5 fat, 6 fat. You don't ever need to buy turkey bacon if you're trying to get low fat. It's ridiculous, it tastes like trash. This is the way to go. And then I'm having some kimchi for stomach and skin health. It's a probiotic and it tastes pretty good. Some egg whites, pretty much, and some spinach because I have no carbs to work with. And I say I have no carbs to work with and I still have like a few more than some people, but I literally, so I'm at 140 carb, 150 protein, and 45 fat. And then a refeed day of 220 carb, 130 protein, and 40 fat. I have rest day macros, but right now I'm doing cardio every single day, so I don't have a rest day. Okay, so this is like the lowest I've ever had since like forever. And just for the record, you don't have to do this. You don't have to eat this little to lose weight. This is extreme. And I'm just trying to get ready for a contest. That's it. Please don't copy my macros. And if this is what you eat on a normal basis and you are an exerciser, I would consider eating more. Just my 2 cents. All right, final product. It's literally just an egg white omelet. Kimchi is hanging out underneath. I would normally put sriracha on it, but I'm too hungry to do that right now. Bacon half eaten. Nothing crazy. Good morning. I'm using my new tripod thing, and I'm gonna try to finish this whole day in the life thing. So it's day in the life times 2. Jake and I are about to go to the gym. I have an hour of cardio and glutes. The glute work is not prescribed by my coach. I just do it for funsies, so it's just like fluff work. And I'm probably only gonna do poppers. I'm so upset. I'm probably only gonna do half an hour at the gym, and then I'll do 30 minutes later here at home because we have some errands and stuff to run. And Jake doesn't want to be at the gym that long. Anyways, so I will catch you guys at the gym. I'm gonna film just a few of the things that I do, throw those up here, and then we'll see what else the day has in store. Hey guys, so I thought I would go ahead and do a voiceover for some of this because, you know, things are really different for me since I've had back surgery. So I had back surgery in September. So I'm training a lot differently than I used to. I used to be a powerlifter and bodybuilder. Now I'm really just doing what I can in the gym. So I started off with some very light hip thrusts, 3 sets of 20, and really just wanted to get a pump. And after that, I did a few banded abductors. Here, I don't really know what to call this thing. I discovered this when my back was first injured and there wasn't a lot I could do. This was one of the things I could do without feeling it. So this is kind of like a sumo stance, and I'm really focusing on spreading the floor. And I lean a little bit forward, sort of like a reverse hack squat would almost be, and I just get a great glute pump from this. So I did 4 sets of 15 to 20, and just really kept it, I didn't lock out at the top basically. Here we just have our standard kickbacks. I did 3 sets, 15, both sides, you know, really trying to keep my spine straight, tuck in my stomach, and just focus on that glute. And then the last thing, well, not the last thing I did, but the last thing I filmed was a super light hack squat. So I kept my feet high and wide and had my toes pointed out. So again, sort of like a sumo stance, focused on keeping my spine like sucked into the back of that thing. Obviously I could have gone heavier, but you know, for me, it's really just about feeling it in my glutes and not my back. So that's what I did here. And then I supersetted this with some ab work. And then I finished up the workout with some weighted abductors and a little bit more core work because core is super important for me right now as I rehab my spine and get used to being back in the gym and really just trying to get stronger. What is happening? Days. All right, well, I failed a full day of day in life again. So I went to the gym, like I said, and I did record a few of the exercises. You just saw that. I didn't record everything, but mostly I was just doing a little glute like pump work. So I technically only supposed to lift 4 days a week, and I'm supposed to have 3 rest days. On those rest days, I have to do cardio because I have so much cardio right now. But things are moving. I've actually dropped about 2 pounds in just since making the change. At least I'm waking up about 2 pounds lighter than I have been because I mean, my body just, I don't know, dropping water weight maybe. So that's good. And I did my glute work. Again, not really trying to go heavy or anything, just trying to get a little glute pump because it feels nice and I like it. And then Jake and I, also this is my bedroom. Jake and I had to go run a couple errands. I mean, it's a Saturday and I took care of some work, like admin type things. I don't, you know, I'm not one of those people that's like grind, work on weekends. I hate working on weekends. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. It's why I went into business for myself so that I would have complete control of my schedule. I don't have complete control of my schedule, which is again, part of the problem. But anyway, so I took care of some of that stuff. I'm going to fold some laundry, woo-woo. And then I'm going to make some food because I've only eaten once today and it's already 3:30. Do as I say, not as I do. I just am really bad about meal timing. Not the best for training purposes, but also I have lots of muscle. I don't have a lot of muscle, like in general. I have a lot of muscle for bikini. So I don't really need to worry so much about like, the only thing I need to worry about is preserving is glutes, because I actually have smaller glutes comparatively. But anyways, the rest of me, if I lost a little bit in my shoulders and my legs, quads, whatever, wouldn't be the worst. So all that's to say, I don't get too caught up in meal timing, because I have a little bit more muscle than I probably need at this point, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be the last clip. We'll see. I might try to sit down and edit this, and then maybe I'll end up doing something else. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the salad, and then we'll see if I get into anything else. If not, also this is my natural state of homelessness vibes, no makeup, and I'm sorry, but this is like a real day in the life. I walk around looking like a hobo. I'll see you guys later. Hello. So I started editing the day in the life times 10, and it's kind of long, actually. So I don't think I filmed like an outro clip, because basically I filmed some stuff after the lift that was in here, and then it was kind of useless, and then that was it. So I'm basically just going to close it out here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video, comment, and subscribe. And then please let me know other things that you want to see. If you like the legal tips, or I guess knowledge, whatever, let me know. Happy to do more of that kind of stuff. I need to stop talking with my hands so much, but I'm happy to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. This is an adventure. Hopefully I will get better at this. Hopefully the lighting will be better from now on. Hopefully I won't look so disgusting from now on, but you know what? We'll see. But that's gonna be it. And I'm sorry that I say every 5 seconds. Again, I'm gonna be working on that. So thank you for watching, tuning in. Stay tuned. Next video will be maybe actually the full day of eating that I keep talking about. I will see you guys in the next.